Welcome back to another chapter in the Replo training program. It's me, Sunday Jenkins, coming at you live from my desk. And today we're going to talk about the top 3 opportunities for your landing page. And there are 3 elements that we're going to talk about today. The 3 elements are, I'm going to zoom in here, highly optimized above the fold content, fast load speed, and then lastly, an irresistible offer, an offer that your customers would feel silly saying no to. And the example we're going to use today is we're going to use Club Early Bird. It's one of my favorite brands. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and look at Club Early Bird here. I've got this kind of pulled up in like a mobile version. Kind of slide it around a little bit, give you a little bit of sense of what we're working with here, and maybe bring it up. There we go. And we're going to go step by step in breaking down why these are the top 3 opportunities for making a really killer landing page. So the first piece is the highly optimized above the fold. Now, from looking at a lot of the data and just kind of the common temperament of the CRO industry as a whole, what we've kind of extrapolated is that about 60% of site visitors don't look at anything other than this top section. So simply to define some stuff, above the fold is everything above like that breakpoint where you have to scroll on a mobile device or on any device. So the fold is like that, basically that line where you would have to scroll. And so everything above that, that's above the fold. Below that, obviously below the fold. So the optimized above the fold has a couple of different components to it. Now, if we go back to the last module, the common elements of a landing page, there's things like social proof, strong guarantees, explanation of what the customer gets when they buy. If you're able to communicate a lot of those things in the above the fold, and as many as possible in the above the fold, without confusing the person, because sometimes it can get a little busy, then you've done a really great job in building a strong landing page for your offer. This is particularly useful and more contextualized to your long form sales pages, long form offer pages. It's still important in your listicles and your advertorials, but for those types of page elements, you're more looking forward to like the headline. Like the main content is going to be like your headline, maybe a hero image, or like your first bullet point if it's a listicle, for example. Same overall principles apply, but really, truly, for the optimized above the fold, this is most meaningful and most impactful from a conversion lift perspective in a long form sales page environment. So again, let's break down why Club Early Bird's page does above the fold so well. Looking at it from a mobile perspective, some things that we can immediately call out. We've got the Club Early Bird Starter Kit, free cocktail shaker valued at $29, free shipping valued at $12, free ebook valued at $39, no hidden subscriptions. Boom, in the big hero image where your eye is drawn to immediately, you see this thing that's free, you see this other thing that's free, you see you're getting 45 servings. Maybe you don't actually know what a serving gets you, but it seems like a lot, like, oh wow, 45 servings. You see all of this additional social proof, the Forbes, InTouch, Fox, NBC. You also see the star ratings, 4.9 out of 5 stars out of 5,000 plus reviews. See all of these elements, boom, that gives you social proof, that gives you a really interesting offer. Holy cow, you get, all of this stuff and you get these 2 free bonuses and it's like trusted by these people and so on and so forth. And it's $68 plus you get the free shipping. Wow, okay, this is pretty nice. And then you've got a very clear call to action above the fold as well. So people can make the decision right then and there. They don't have to keep scrolling to figure out, what to do next. They know that the next action that they need to take is to add the product to cart. Amazing stuff. Jam-packed with all of the great elements that makes an LP above the fold. Incredibly optimized setup here. Now they've taken it a step further, and they've also shown you that you can kind of like improve your deal. And the way that they've kind of communicated the savings there is, for one tub, they say it's $68 a tub. For 2 tubs, your price goes down to $53. You're still spending $106 to buy this thing, but holy cow, I go from 68 to 53. That's pretty impressive. And you take that even further on 4 tubs. You go from 53 to 44. So you started at 68 a tub, and now you're $44 a tub. Now you're spending $176 total, and you're getting the same free gifts as before and the free shipping. But holy cow, this seems like incredible value. And that's exactly why this above the fold is so well put together. It's such an incredible thing to see in practice. And if you can start to employ some of this stuff in your landing page, and again, you don't have to do every single thing. If you can start to put some of this stuff together, you can blow your competition out of the water, and you can just scale like never before. Now, one of the common things that I hear whenever people try to put something like this together is, it feels a little too salesy to me. I don't know if it's like on brand. That's okay. There is always a balance between going full direct response, which is what this type of landing page is, and trying to do something that is still on brand. You can find a way to do both. The exercise, the hard work, is figuring out what that means for your business. Now, that's beyond the scope of this training module and beyond the scope of this entire course to begin with, but that's part of your job as an e-commerce marketer or operator, is figuring out like what kind of person, what kind of brand you want to be, how you want to talk to your customers. If you do want to maximize conversions, trying to figure out how to incorporate all of the amazing direct response skills and direct response tactics as possible in your landing page, it's gonna create some ROI. It's gonna create some meaningful lift, and you can still do it in a tasteful way. So, figuring out your optimized above the fold is really, really key. Now, the second piece, the second opportunity here is having this page load really fast. Now, I'm not going to run this through page speed checker right now, but there's some things that you can do to make your pages load much faster. In fact, we have a whole book that you can download in the accompanying resources. We have a whole book on exactly how you can make your landing pages load as fast as possible using Replo. And honestly, you can read the ebook even if you're not using Replo currently. We have a ton of resources on how you can measure page speed, understanding what each of the data points means, and then some meaningful things you can do. I'm going to show you some things that you can do directly in Replo, and I'm going to do so. Let's zoom out a little bit. I'm going to show you how to do that by cracking open a template. And what template might that be? Well, I think I'm going to use Club Early Bird template. So this is a slightly different page than the one we were looking at. This is a content page that pushes to their free samples, but their hero offer, their above the fold, is what if waking up early was easy? Here's some free samples. That's like the big hero grab. That's their above the fold. They want you to watch the video, but if you don't watch the video, you can read all the content below. Now, one of the things that we can do to make this page load faster than just building it on Replo to begin with, which we do a lot of stuff to make sure your pages load insanely fast for your Shopify store. One of the things you can do is lazy load all of your images below the fold. So you just click into an image, click into the source, and then you can see the loading. It's set to eager by default, but you can switch over to lazy. And basically what that does is it's not going to fully load the image until someone scrolls to that section of the page. And you can do that for all the sections. And these GIFs, try to minimize the size of all the content on your page. One of the common things that we see people doing is instead of pulling off like interesting designs within their landing page tool or within Shopify pages, what they do is they just drop in a bunch of different image sections that make a couple of things really, really tough. One, loading the page. If it's a large, high quality image, that's just a lot of stuff to load. So it just slows the page down. And the other piece is that's not rich text. It's not content that's built in HTML. So, SEO is going to suffer for that. Like Google's not able to index that page as well. It doesn't know what content's on there as easily. So it makes your SEO rankings hurt a little bit. So one of the beautiful parts about Replo is you can make really complex designs using HTML components. I mean, these are components that at the underlying level, on our side in the code is stuff that's HTML that, Google can read. And this allows you to not only like load your pages faster, but also allows you to rank a little easier and better on search. So again, lazy load all the images below the fold. Make sure you don't have crazy large content. Host your videos elsewhere. So instead of like dropping your video content directly into the page, which you can do using Replo and most page builders, and in Shopify as well, instead of doing that, actually go ahead and like embed a YouTube video or a Vimeo link or a Vimeo video, because that actually loads the page a lot faster. It's less content that they have to call immediately. And so when someone actually hits play, then all of that content gets delivered to them. And there's not as much of a lag when they first load the page. Again, page speed is so important. So just being able to like keep your page running fast, it's critical. Do everything you can. Check out our Page Speed Secrets book. We also have a very handy guide in our help, in our doc site, in our help site. So you can check that out as well. Now, the last opportunity that I want to talk about is one of the most valuable parts of this whole equation. And I think this is one of the reasons why Club Early Bird has been able to grow so tremendously, so quickly. They have an irresistible offer. This is like, if you were really trying to, improve your morning, routine and get up and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to get jazzed. This is compelling. Like, you're going to get this book that's going to help me build a routine. You're going to give me this product that's supposed to transform how I feel and how alert I am without giving me all the side effects or the jitters. And I'm going to get this like shaker that's so pretty, like it's a good looking shaker. It's nice. It's branded, free. That's free. The book is free. The shipping is free. So I'm going to get all of this benefit for a pretty fair price, pretty decent price. This is kind of nuts, right? And so this is an irresistible offer for this audience and for this product category. And you got to make sure that whatever you're selling, you're packaging it in a way. And I don't mean about the actual physical, like the wrapping or whatever, but the offer itself is packaged in a way. It's put together in a way that's very easy to understand and people actually want. Everyone thinks like, okay, I need to make an offer here. Let me just do 20% off or 25% off, 30. And then they're just feeling bad about doing a discount, or I don't want to do a discount. Cool, great, totally understand. This is the way to think about how to build an offer. If your product typically has $7 of shipping, add that to your product price, and then say, boom, you get free shipping with it. Yes, it's the same net price that the customer is paying at the end of the day, but they're feeling like they're getting something because you framed it differently, right? And obviously you want to be ethical, you want to be fair, but there's nothing wrong with framing it in a way where the price is the same as if you had separated the shipping, and you can say that you're getting free shipping in that regard. Like, your margin's going where it's going. Costs are going to go where they're going to be. And then adding in other bonuses. So, we've got a really great partner named Matt Larson from Conversion Pages. He talks about this all the time. And one of his favorite ways to build, value in your offer is having not only, your physical bonuses, like your, free shipping, like covering shipping, things like that, but also digital bonuses. Like, okay, like here's an ebook that supports this. Here's we're going to enroll you in a 30-day habit building sequence that allows you to track your habits, improve, check in, stay accountable, so on and so forth. Like, so many different things that you can do, that you can give to your customer for little to no incremental cost. It is a great exercise to run, all to build an irresistible offer. And again, I've mentioned this before in this program, but if you want to really dial in your offer, I highly recommend that you read $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. I don't get paid to tell you that. It's just one of the books that changed my life in terms of offer building and thinking about how I can structure an offer, how I can frame something, the different things that I could build. That cost me little to no money, and just maybe it's just incremental time, or maybe if it does cost me some extra money, you can find ways to make that profitable, or it lowers your CPA so much that it's worthwhile. I'll tell you a really great story. Again, this is from my friend Matt Larson. He actually had a pet food company. It was like a fresh dog food company where they deliver every week. And one of the elements of his offer was So okay, you would get, your pet food has all these benefits because it's fresh. You get it delivered weekly, subscription, so on and so forth. Well, part of it is you get a free dog bowl. It's a really nice dog bowl. That's part of this. Cool. That's maybe adds $5 of cost overall. You can layer that into your product price if need be. Free shipping. Cool. Great. Again, layer that into your overall offer price. But where it got really interesting, and this is where he saw conversion rates go up significantly, and how he was able to both lower his cost per acquisition because the offer was more compelling, and lower his cost per acquisition because of some other magic, was he also gave people 30 days of free pet insurance. And a lot of pet owners just don't have pet insurance. It's another expensive thing. It is what it is. Some people don't have it, some people do. But for the folks that don't, that's a pretty interesting thing. So as you're checking out, you can opt into the 30-day trial of pet insurance through a third party. So what Matt did was he partnered with another company, and he was able to basically, when the customer opted in for that deal, that was a hot lead that he was able to then pass along to that third party company. And then that third party, basically insurance company, gave Matt a cost per lead, referral fee. So he said, okay, for every person you bring in, I'll give you $30 because they knew the lifetime value was going to be much higher. So every person that opted in for that pet insurance, which, it was some significant percentage of his customers, bought because of that, boom, he's getting $30 back. So if his CPA was $62, let's say, his CPA has now been cut down to 30. Now, if he's got all these other things that's lowering his CPA, boom, 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 his effective CPA before the referral fee is, call it $10. Now he's up 20 when he gets a $30 CPL. That is incredible. And that is a very creative way to structure deals and structure offer building such that your customer benefits, that other businesses that you partner with benefit, and obviously you benefit. You're able to grow. You're able to either break even acquiring customers or be incredibly profitable on your first purchase. So that is such a unique, fun way to do it, and I highly encourage you to think about how you could try to pull that off in your business. That's it. Those are the top 3 opportunities: highly optimized above the fold, fast load speeds, and an irresistible offer. I hope you go build some sweet stuff using Replo, using whatever tool it is used, but hopefully Replo, and that you make some banger LPs. I'll see you in the next one.